So today you're going to do a stretch class. I like the method of work combined with stretch, so you have definitely enough body heat to get you through the stretches, to stay loose, stay warm. So today you just need a mat. You may or may not want blocks, or if you don't have blocks in your home, you can use a couple of books stacked up if you think that you're not flexible enough to come down to touch the floor when you are up in the air. So if you want some blocks, get those. Otherwise, we're going to start right at the front of your mat, and I will turn to the side. So you're gonna come right here to start with an inhale up, reach up and come up out of those hips, reach up to the ceiling and then back a little bit. Keep the shoulders and ears away from each other, and then release your breathing, come down, exhale, and come right to a stop when you are about 90 degrees at the hips. So keep in mind, this is definitely your first time coming down. So you want to keep a soft bend in the knee. You don't lock out at the joints. And then let's go ahead and take your arms forward here, biceps towards those ears, and reach forward at the same time. Okay, and then softer bend in the knees, bend them more, and then come down and grab the opposite elbow in a forward bend here, forward fold. And you can release your neck by just rocking it side to side. Put your head side to side here. And you can sway a little bit with the upper half. Okay, and then let's bend the knees and slowly put your face up, chin up, and then arms up and come to a stand. All right, arms back down, inhale up again. Reach up and back, and then fold forward. You can bring those arms wide to your side. Just take a second here, settle in. And then again, let's do a softer bend in the knees, and then the arms coming to the opposite elbow, those hands drape right over yourself. And then bend your knees, sit down, lift your face at the same time, arms come up, and reach up by those ears with your arms, and then stand up. Okay, one more time, bring the arms back down, inhale up, reach up and back, smooth out your breathing, exhale, come forward, stop when you're about 90 degrees at the hips. And again, bend the knees, hands come down, and you can grab that opposite elbow. And you can rock your head side to side, or sway a bit. And last time here, drop your butt a little bit and stand up with those arms by your sides of your head, and then rise up. Okay, so even that warmed me up a little bit. So we're gonna open up your stance here. You can stay at the front of your mat, and you're gonna take a wider stance here, wide squat. We're going to come down and open your chest. Just sit, open your chest. Sit, open your chest. You can do whatever feels natural for those arms here. So you sit, open, down, up, two more. Last one. Okay, let's stay at the front of the mat again here. I'm gonna step my right leg back, so you're gonna see the left foot forward here. And we're coming right down, right hand down. For me, my right knee is down. And we're gonna take a twist here. So I want to break this down pretty slowly and then move it actually much faster than this as we get going. After you learn the set, we'll be going at a quicker pace. Okay, and then both hands down. And then, so once you get that contact through the floor, make sure your back leg is ready, reach up. Or you could crescent back here. Okay, and then another little shift here. You're gonna take both hands down and set your first leg that's in front here, shift your hips back, and just lengthen that front leg so you get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Okay, and then bring that leg forward, and you're coming up and switching sides. So check in with your other side, knee down, top of the foot down, and then for me, left hand down, and I'm twisting open over my right side. And then let's bring both hands back down again. Take an inhale and then an exhale. Bring the arms up, reach back, Feel that length, get your hip flexor area, get it going. And then both hands down, and you can shift back and straighten out that front leg. And everyone's gonna look different here. Some people can go right over themselves automatically or early on. So I'll show pretty much an intermediate level here with some options. Okay, and then bring that foot forward again. You are going to stand up here and another little bend at the knees. Take another hang here. And why don't we go ahead and put both hands down or fingertips down and alternate a heel pickup. So as you can see, you're just lifting and just let those hips go side to side, loosen up. We have 4, last 3 sets. Do 2, 1 more time. Okay, lift your face up and bend the knees, sit your butt down, and then let's come forward with those arms again. Hang tight for a few seconds. Feel your back getting long, get a long line, lengthen that spine. We have 4 counts. 3, heat up everything underneath you, and then stand up, breathe out of it. Okay, let's inhale up, put that all together. Inhale up, reach up and back. And then coming forward, stopping at about 90 degrees. Okay, bend the knees. Let's step your right foot back. And you can take that right knee down and reach up. So here, you might be right here just reaching up, especially if you're new to this kind of workout or the terminology. If you are fine with it, reach up and back. And then take that one hand down. So for me, it's my right arm, and we're gonna twist open here. And if you're ready to progress this, take that back leg up instead of knee down. And then both hands down, and you're gonna shift back. Last 4 counts. 3, 2, okay, bring that forward and switch sides. So for me now, my right leg is forward, left foot down, knee comes down, shin line down, top of the foot down. Reach up. Again, you might be modifying right here. If you can, try to bring those arms by your sides of your head. If you can, reach up and back. And I'm going to bring my left hand back down to the mat and twist open over my right side. If you are ready to pick up that lower leg, go ahead and come to a standing lunge stretch here. And then once again, both hands down and shift back to that lower leg back there and sit back. Let your hands help you. You can shift a little body weight to these hands until you're ready to come all the way back here. Okay, so now we're going to start picking up the pace. Let's get you forward again to the front of your mat. And we'll come high to low. So face forward, chin up, inhale up. And then fold forward. Stop at around 90 or start pressing your chest a little closer to your fronts of your legs. See if you can get those arms behind you a little more. Both hands down, bend in the knees. I'm stepping my right foot back, right lower leg coming down, reach up and back. Feeling good, much better now already in the front of that right hip. And then right hand down, my back foot's coming up and I'm twisting, lunging now. We have 4, 3, 2, and then both hands down. We're gonna skip the shifting back at this point, and we're gonna step up and switch. For me, my left leg is back, and my right foot is forward. Now you're reaching up or reaching up and back. And now left hand down. For me, back foot is coming up to the toes, and then you're twisting open. One arm reaching to the ceiling. Don't forget to relax your shoulders. Don't let your shoulder get close to your ears here. Last 4, 3, 2, and then both hands down. Let's switch again real quick. Left leg forward, right foot back. And you come to that knee, reach up and back. And now right hand down, come to those right toes, twist open over the left side. And we're gonna do another switch, both hands down, step the right foot forward, left foot back, coming down to that knee, sweep through center, up and back with a little bit of a reach. Last 4, 3, 2, left hand coming down, twist open over that right leg. Keep your right knee and toes forward. We have 4, 3, 2, both hands down. Step back into a plank now. So you're holding the plank. If you need to modify, you're coming to those elbows and toes. In my classes, I like to do planks early on. I'm already starting to sweat myself. If you are, that's great. So we want to be nice and warm. And thinking of our whole core area, this whole time you're doing this, try to engage your abs without flexing too hard that it disrupts your breathing. Okay, if you came down to elbows and toes, we're going to come up and press right back to your first downward dog. Don't be shy about just feeling this out. I'm gonna turn another way. So you can get that sway side to side. You could just hold your downward dog. Last 4, 3, 2, back to a high plank. When you are in your plank, you want your wrists under your chest and shoulders. Okay, come right to the knees. You're gonna round your back here like cat stretch. Spread those fingers evenly. And then cow. Lift the chin, drop the belly. Cat stretch again, round up. Tuck that chin, get that base of the neck stretch. And then release your stomach, chin comes up. Keep breathing. One more time, round. And drop, 4, 3, 2. Okay, come to tabletop. So you're engaging your core here. Then bring those feet back to plank. And again, revisit downward dog again here. Don't be afraid to walk this out or keep moving. You could do a wider stance if you need to. 5 more counts, breathe through it. 3, 2, come back to a plank and then step your left foot through. So if you need to modify stepping through, you can put a leg down, get your foot out in front of you, and you're taking that right knee down and building your warm up into a work set now. Right hand down, twisting lunge, open up. Last 3, 2, both hands down. Step your left foot back, right foot comes through, take a knee. Right away, sweep through, up and back. Left hand down, come up to that back foot, twist open for your stretch. Both hands down, step to plank. And now downward dog. 8 more counts here. So I'm gonna be counting to the music, and you're gonna try to do each move with 8 counts, about a 4 count transition. Pull back to plank. 4, 3, step your left foot through. Drop your back knee. Arms come sweeping up, reach up and back. Right hand down, twist open. A few more seconds, last 4, 3, 2, both hands down, step your right foot through, left knee down, breathe in, then out, reach up and back. Left hand coming down, open up to your right. And then both hands down, step back to plank. Is your stomach tight? Are you flexing your quads? 3 more counts. send it to downward dog. So you want to be lengthening your spine here. You want to be dropping your heels. Okay, so we're going to be driving through with some crouching here. We did this in the third film that we did. So you're going to crouch, bring your knees to a hover, and then straighten back out to your downward dog. 3 more times. Crouch. 4, 3, 2, downward dog. And crouch. And press back to downward dog. Okay, you have 1 more set. Crouching here. 4, 3, 2, downward dog. All right, now this time you're going to come back to plank. And here, step your left foot wide. So this time it's wide. I'm going to turn to give you some angles, but you're staying here. So we've been dropping to that knee. So come down to that back knee. And you're going to release this foot, come to the side of the blade of your foot there. And my right hand is down, and just take a gentle push. We want to get into the inner thighs today. So I'd like to bring out some half moon work, if you are familiar with that. Anytime I do inner thigh stretching, I am sore for 3 days minimum, I think. You can get really deep in there. Okay, let's bring that foot back to a flat position so you're still at the front of your mat. And then you're going to come down and see if you can start coming down a little deeper into this stretch. So now that you've seen the front view, I'm going to turn to the side. So you're trying to get to the floor here. This is a great chance if you have some blocks and it's too high for you, you can take those blocks and start coming with 1 or 2 here. If you are able to come down, look at this. You don't want to be doing this, okay? Shifting off to the side like that. Try to come down as 1 unit at your shoulders and get there for your whole chest and shoulder unit to come down at the same time. Okay, and then come back up. And again, take that push for that inner thigh. And we're going to switch sides. So you can go ahead and come back to plank. And then step your left foot back, right foot coming up. So you're wide here. Take that back leg, that knee down. And then you're going to just gently come with an inside push on that leg. Turn to the side. For someone like me, I'm so tight through that IT band area, it's even sore on the outside here. When I'm trying to get here, I'm too sore on the outside. So if you're feeling that, just let yourself know that it's very normal. We're all tight in a different place. And then let's bring that foot back so your knee and foot are tracking forward. And again, you're just trying to get to your depth here. It's your first time checking this out today for this stretch. So sometimes your forearm might not come down on one side or the other. Remember to keep yourself 1 unit. Don't just get there for the sake of getting there, because you're missing out on the stretch. So I always think that there's a learning round where you see what you've got to do, where you kind of start to tap into your stretch, and then the second and third time you can really improve the depth of your stretch. Okay, so we're going to bring this back up, both hands coming down here until you can pick the one inside hand up, and again to that outside blade of that foot. We have enough stability there to just give a gentle push. Okay, and then let's bring you back up to that front of the mat, so both hands down, come into a plank there. When you're planking, flex everything that is facing the ground. Okay, so we want a little movement here in case you did start cooling off. Let's step forward, right, left, or left, right. So your both hands are down, and all you're gonna do is sit and frog or here. So some people have heels up when they sit. If you can get a deep stretch, both heels come down, you're pretty wide in your stance here. Relax, just breathe through it. This can be tough to get through if you are not used to such a pose. You can even get a little shift of your weight here. Just feel it out once you're comfortable. Okay, last 8 counts, and we're going to be putting a stand to this. So we're standing in 4, 3, 2. Let's put your hands down first, and you can straighten out those legs to come to your stance. So get a wide stance there. And then bend your knees, soft bend, and take another hang here. You can tuck your chin to your chest if you have enough space. If that's making you uncomfortable or giving you head rushes, pick up your face a little bit. Okay, and slowly roll out of this. So I want to move a little bit more. We're going to just put in some lunges here. I'm leaving my right leg forward, stepping the left foot back. I'm going to take my arms out today. So I'm going to drop, stand up, drop, stand up. So I'm doing a lunge behind me. Just want to keep us warm, down, up. Doing a split squat here, down, up, down, up. And that arm challenge, you don't have to keep them out. If it helps you, or if you're feeling the wobbles as you come down, put your hands at the hips or the waist. Down, up. If you trust yourself with the balance here, knee driving as you're coming up. If you haven't caught a theme in these videos, we love a good knee drive. Last 2, 1 more. Okay, bring it to a stand and hold. So if you came down, I did not give you fair warning there. Coming up here and holding. Okay, so your arms might be out, your arms might be up. You might have your arms here, just hold. Get that nice strong hip flexor going. We have 4, 3, 2, set it down and switch. So you're gonna set up for that left side forward. My arms are coming out, we're dropping. Coming up, down, up. Is your stomach engaged? Are your shoulders keeping away from your ears? Are you rounding your back? You don't want to round your back. You want your core on board this whole time. If you'd like to, if you're a mover, you can pull those arms back as you're coming up. You might be lifting that leg already. If you feel a little shaky, just keep doing that tap right there. Let's do a few more reps here. If you can with that knee drive, bring it up to 4, 3, so in 2 more, you're holding on this next one. Hold your leg up, hold. It's fine if you wobble, it's fine if you tip and tumble, just be fine with it. 8 counts. 8, 6. Your hands might be wherever they were last time. 3, 2, set your foot down and go right into some hip circles. If you have not done half moon before, you're going to be on 2 points of balance on the same side. 1 hand and 1 foot. So keep with your hip circles if you would like to. I'm going to demonstrate your half moon. So I'll show you if you need to modify. You're going to be putting a block near your foot or your books or something that you can hold on to give you a little more height. You're going to be on 1 foot, 1 hand. Okay, your half moon is here. You don't have to get to half moon today. You can come right here and just stay like this on 3 points. You could be like this. You could do a foot down at any time you want. You may not open up and turn today. Don't worry about it. Okay, so your modifications are right there. Come to the front of the mat. Let's inhale up. And then fold forward. Get those 90 degrees at the hip line. Keep a soft bend. Don't lock out your leg, but you want to feel that hamstring stretch. Both hands down, step or jump to plank. So you can make a lot of power out of this body weight work. Downward dog now. Back to downward dog. Eight more counts, and you're going to step your foot through. I'm going to start on my right foot so that I can face the camera. You come into plank, and now step your right foot through. Okay, so I'm going to start you here on a side lunge. So you're going to get into that right inner thigh. So you might need blocks right here, like that. Let this leg lift up and release a little bit on the floor. So you have that long inner thigh stretch there. I'm getting feedback. I might come over and change that mic there. Okay, so now come back over that foot. And if you have blocks, put them near that right foot. So I'd say about 1 or 2 o'clock with your block or your hand. You're going to pull forward and get a little balance here. When you are ready, you're leaving one hand down and the same foot and hand together. So for me, it's my right. You can start turning open your hips to the side wall. If you're fine to touch the floor, do it on the floor here like this. If you are fine to open up and turn, do that. So this back leg here, the more you can give your foot direction, point or flex that back foot. Just give it something to do so it's not flopping and hanging. Okay, and then open up. You can lift that back leg up if you want to. Takes a lot of strength. Lift it up. Give it 8 counts. 6, you might be modifying here. You might be falling all over the place. Don't worry. Back to facing the floor here. Step that foot back, come around to the inside, and then sit back into that side lunge. So you got one side that's in that Frogger position, so you're real deep, and you've got one side lengthening out here. 4, 3, 2, walk the hands back around. So attempt number 2 over here, pull yourself up. So you're starting on 3 points. You may have both blocks here right under you like this. Okay, so now get into your version of half moon. If it helps you, stare at the floor. Get a focal point. When you come into your half moon, you want to feel this inner thigh right here. Think about that back leg. Lift if you can, or just give it a long line to follow. Even if it's straight parallel to the floor, that's great. If you can, stack your shoulders. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, face the floor, step your foot back, come around, and sit again. You might be feeling it now. I'm feeling it. I'm sweating. It's hard. 1, it's hard to get into these poses. 2, it's hard to hold them. Deepen that sit if you can. Walk those hands right back around. 3rd time here. Pull yourself up. If you're working on just balance, stay on 2 or 3 points. Even if you're just facing the floor here, you could stay like this whole time. If you are able to, start turning open your hips, and then this hand might start coming off the floor. It's your stretch, and remember, each day feels different. Some days you can nail the pose, and some days you just feel tippy or tired. Less 3, 2, both hands down, step back and inner thigh stretch. While you're holding that stretch, I'm just going to adjust the volume here. Keep holding. Okay, that should help with the sound there. Okay, let's bring you back to the front of the mat and step your foot back. So you're back in plank again. Okay, engage your core without holding your breath. That's a great thing to learn. Don't hold your breath, but flex your muscles to your advantage. You don't want to be locking out joints here either. Don't lock out your elbow to just hold yourself up. Let your muscles do this. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. 8 more counts. 6 counts. And we're going to press back to downward dog in 3, 2. Nice long spine. Press those heels to the floor. You might already be getting deeper. Try to get your head in line with your arms or underneath the arms. Eight more counts. Breathe. Last 3, 2. Draw yourself back to plank. We're stepping your left foot forward now. So let's take that left foot through or wider, because you are going to be turning for your side lunge here. I'm going to turn to face the other side so I can still be here. So it's your left side. If you started on the right, now I like to mirror usually, but with these videos I like to mirror, but today it's not going to happen. I didn't think that one out. So I'm going to just stay here and keep doing my left side. For me is in Frogger, so you're seeing it like my right, and then lengthen that long stretch. So this leg is already done half moon over here, your long leg. Should feel pretty good. 8 more counts and we're going to try out half moon on your other side. And remember, each side is different. Okay, let's walk those hands to the front of the mat. So now you've got both hands ready for you. Pull yourself up where you are on 3 points. If you know how to get into half moon, go ahead. If you'd like to dabble in getting into half moon, you're gonna straighten this front leg without locking out, okay, and then start turning open. If you start turning open, your hand will pick up off the floor. You could have your blocks or your assistants right down here, so you can come a little higher up. So you're aiming for 2 points to be stretching your body from the floor. 2 points, that's amazing. Keep trying. We have 8 more counts. 8, 6. And you can still pick up that back leg if you want. Both hands back down, face the mat, step that foot back, and then back into that side lunge here. This is another huge difference, and whenever I look around the room, everyone looks different doing this stretch. Some people are high up, some people are like kind of in the center, some people are just working towards shifting their weight to one side. Some people can come down here, and sometimes we do an advanced class where we just hold the stretch and no arms are there. So if you need to progress it or pull back, do what you need to. Okay, go back to that half moon on this side, get the hands to the front of the mat. Draw yourself up to the front of the mat. Pick your back leg up, 3 points, trying to get to 2 points over here. 1 hand, 1 foot. And then you're trying to not only balance, but get a stretch in the balancing position. So work on that. Your back leg, again, remember, either flex your foot or point it. Give it something to do. You may not pick up your arm today, don't worry. If you need more of a stretch in this base leg, lift your back leg up. Big difference. 5 counts, almost there. 4, you only have 1 more circuit. Both hands down, step that leg back, inside the lines, here we go, and sit. Just 8 more counts. You're in these stretches for anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds. So this one's about a 13, 15 second stretch just now. Let's go back to the front of the mat, get to your 3 points, and then bring it to 2 points if you're going there today. Remember, it's okay to fall. It's okay to just start over again. It's okay to pause the video and keep trying the pose. Last 6 counts. 5, I'm trying to go for 20 seconds this time. 3, 2, both hands down, and step your foot back, and now you're back into plank. While you're there, I'm gonna go back to the other side of the mat. Plank as often as you can. Every day. Press back to downward dog. And again, we're gonna add a moving set. So come back to your plank, step wide, and then sit in your frogger. Way different. I feel way different already. Feels good. Okay, let's bring both hands behind you, and you can sit. And you're coming right here. So you're looking for that V-sit. We're gonna try to bring your legs up. Another chance for you to maybe use blocks if you need to. If you need a little help up there, modify with the blocks or books, something around you. Okay, so we're gonna take those legs up, trying to get your shin line about parallel to the floor. You can release your hands if you are able to. If you need to, put your feet down and bring your torso up to more perpendicular to the floor. We're looking for that core. Okay, 8 more counts, and this is going to intensify quite a bit. We're going to be coming down to those forearms in 4, 3, 2. So let's come all the way down. All right, so here, and I know it's a little bit of explanation, but take those legs parallel to the floor. Your legs are not coming into your chest. Perpendicular thigh line, and then push them forward a few inches and you'll feel your hip flexors. Bring your arms to your sides naturally, and then do a bit of a shoulder shrug. So that way, for me, my palms came to the sides of my glutes there, and I'm pretty tight on my holds, as in narrow. It's narrow to my sides. And now, exhale and come up to those forearms. Not bad, right? So if you can hold, hang here. Try not to cave your back and your chest. So now we're going to extend the legs. You're flexing everything on the top side now. Okay, now point your feet. A little bit of a flutter. A little bit of a flutter. If you need it harder, you're up on the fingertips right here. So we're aiming for about 3 sets here. If you want it more, just take those arms up. You want a good core control here, and you might be feeling it in lower back. If you are, give yourself a little support and re-engage your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, come back down, bend the knees, hold. Don't bring your knees to your chest. We're gonna do that and release your lower back in a few. Again, hands to your side, shoulder shrug kind of, and then elbows down. And as you come up, you shouldn't have any tension of a shrug when you come up. It's just to get that support on your sides. Straighten the legs. I already feel it, and this is only set 2. So your hip flexors should be fired up right now. Point your feet. Don't leave your lower back hanging. You would leave it hanging and you'll feel it getting a little bit fussy if you're not flexing your front side. If you need more, come up. Last 4, 3, 2, back down, bend the knees. And this time we're breaking that perpendicular. Come right to those shins. And you can do a little rock out here, rub out. 8 more counts and you're going for your 3rd set. 5, 4, 3. Here we go, almost there. Bend the legs parallel to the floor with the lower legs. And you're only doing a shoulder shrug to get a closer hold on that floor. Come up on those elbows and forearms. Extend the legs. Flex the tops of your legs. Point the feet and start fluttering. You might be just right here and holding. Don't worry about getting to all these levels. Just show you all the different ways. 8 counts. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knees. Come back. Again, rub out your spine back there. I got hot again doing that. Okay, so let's do happy baby for a sec. Go ahead and take the legs and you're coming to the inside or outside and let your arms just calm down. This feels amazing in the hips and you can choose to rock out side to side. I think this is my favorite or second favorite pose. Happy baby, such a good one. 5 counts, last 3, 2, okay, legs back together. You can roll yourself up and you're going to go right back into Frogger. So I'm going to do a wider stance here. Come through and you're just coming one hand to the front, one hand to the back until you have both there and sit. Nice long back. 8 more counts. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Both hands down. You're stepping or jumping back to plank. So we're going to up the intensity here. We're going to be doing wide step ups. You were here earlier. This is when we dropped to a knee and came down. But you're going to be stepping up with your whole foot flat. Some people end up here. If you get there, drop a knee, walk your foot up, and then come up for your stretch. So right now we're coming with, for me, it's left leg to the front of the mat. And I'm trying to drop my back leg a little so you get that separation. For me, it's inside of the left inner thigh and hips that are feeling it, and then my right hip flexor. Okay, flex your stomach, engage your core, bring that back leg up to a 3-point plank, and then you're holding a plank and downward dog. 4, 3, 2, to the knees, 4 push-ups, 4, 3, 2, both feet down, plank. Are you bobbing your head or hanging it? Don't let it hang. Step your right foot through or wide, I didn't mean through, wide. And then you can stay right here for this stretch. If you need to, if your arms are tired, you take that knee, absolutely. If you are okay with it, you are releasing that plank line right here and pressing your knee to a hover over the floor. That will intensify it on your inner thigh on the right side and the hip in there. And then for your back leg, it's that hip flexor to the quads. Come back up to your 3-point plank, flex your plank line, and then back to downward dog. Last 3, 2, back to plank, step your left foot wide. And then take that right knee and come down to the floor. You're revisiting this stretch. Eight more counts. Is your last time doing this, you're just gonna do it on the other side, and then we will move on. Okay, put your hands where your elbows might have been. Back up on that back leg, plank, downward dog. Hopefully your downward dog is feeling good now, like not as tight as it was in the beginning. Your heels might be lower. You might be pressing a little deeper now. Back to plank, step your right foot wide. Once your foot is grounded and planted, drop that back leg. And then you might be coming down to the floor here. Don't worry if your arms aren't fully reaching the floor. Don't push it and don't tip to a side just to get there. We're here for about another 8 counts, maybe 5-6 seconds. 3, 2, both hands down, prep that back leg, your other foot comes to meet it, downward dog. Let's finish on a little bit of movement here. Come back into plank, bring your left leg into your chest. Your modification is to take a knee here, but we're gonna be moving pretty quickly. Bring it in, send that one leg up for a 3-legged dog. Your foot might be here, it might be up. Today I would like to get you into a flip. You don't have to flip, but I will do it. So if you don't want to do a flip, this is your option. Stay here in your single leg downward dog. You could also start prepping like this. Okay. Bring that foot down. Draw your right knee into your chest. With these knee drives, you could either do a plank and the knee drive. Some people round these for a stretch. I like the work side a lot, so I like to hold a plank. Bring that leg up, single leg downward dog here. Your modification could also be here if your wrists and forearms are tired. Level 2, I'd say a level 3, and then you can start prepping. Next round, we are going to do a flip. So if you don't want to do a flip, those are your options. Let's square off to the mat. Right foot down and step all the way up. Release those arms and hang, because we are going to finish with that intensity. If you're tight in the wrists, roll them out. If you're not used to it, just take a little stretch there. Okay, bend the knees, get your hands back down to the floor, step or jump back to plank. Okay, left side's coming first, so that's the side for your screen side. So I'm pulling in, send it to single leg downward dog. So you're staying there, or you're coming right here and stretching open. So that leg that was up in the air, that's the leg that's behind you now, and that arm reaching up and away. Bring it back to the mat. Both hands down, right knee coming into the chest. 4, 3, single leg downward dog. You may be here, you may be here. You may be coming out for that flip. 8, 7, 6. And you want to press this hip up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, both hands and feet to the mat. To those knees, press back, extend your child's pose. So I'm only doing this so that you can give your hands a break. Back up on your hands and feet. Bring that left knee into the chest or towards your forearms. Send it up, single leg lift. You could stay right here if you would like to. You're flipping and lifting. So you're lifting, for me it's my left hip. Don't sink here, you want to get the stretch and the strength at the same time. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, both hands and feet towards the mat. Right knee coming in. 3 more counts. 3, 2, single leg downward dog. Remember, you could stay or start pushing your limits. Don't do the flip unless you have practiced it before. How am I out of music? And coming back. And downward dog, downward dog. And back to plank. Come to the knees for child's pose. Let's give you a little bit more music. And oh, it sounds like we're done. Oh, we're just getting going. All right. Okay, one more set, guys. Back up to plank. Knee coming into the chest. Send it up, single leg downward dog, or you are flipping. So you can feel bridge work from this on that base side, and you can feel that left leg for me pushing up, so you get that nice stretch there. Okay, back to the mat. Right knee in. Moving in 4, 3, very last time, send it up, or up and back, or you're coming all the way. 8 counts and you're done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and come down. And you can come all the way down and go for child's pose. You are done for the day. If you made it through the whole thing, awesome job as always. Have a great day.